Imagine walking up to the edge of a living mountain, one that's rumbling beneath your feet, hissing through cracks in the earth, glowing red at the seams, and then you lean forward and vanish. No body, no screams, no trace. Who was the first human to ever stare into the mouth of a volcano and never come out? The terrifying part is, we don't know their name, but we do know how they likely died. And the clues? They're locked inside the very lava that consumed them. Because this isn't just a story about fire. It's about the raw, primal fear that once swept through our ancestors when the earth itself started boiling. And today, we're diving straight into that molten mystery. Let's rewind thousands of years. We're in the ancient world, possibly somewhere between modern-day Italy and Indonesia, places where volcanoes don't sleep. Mount Vesuvius, Mount Etna, Krakatoa. Long before we had names for them or maps or warnings, early humans stood face-to-face with these monsters. Archaeologists believe that Homo sapiens, and even Neanderthals before us, encountered volcanic eruptions in real time, with absolutely no idea what they were witnessing. Imagine you're a hunter-gatherer, chasing prey across a valley, and the mountain ahead starts glowing. Trees explode into flames. The sky turns black at noon. You've never seen fire do that. And you're about to get closer. Too close. Volcanoes are death traps disguised as mountains. What looks like solid ground can open up in an instant, unleashing magma over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to vaporize human flesh in seconds. When Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD, it buried the Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum under 13 to 20 feet of ash. But here's what's more horrifying. Scientists found skeletons that had skulls burst from the inside out from steam, meaning their brains boiled in an instant. So imagine a curious early human standing at the rim, not knowing a sudden gas blast could knock them unconscious, or worse, hurl them directly into the pit. Here's where it gets eerily real. Archaeologists studying early volcanic zones in Ethiopia and East Africa, regions known as cradles of early humanity, had discovered obsidian tools dating back over 2 million years, forged from cooled lava, which means early humans were already fascinated by volcanoes. They didn't run. They returned. They tried to use the volcano's leftovers, shiny black glass, razor sharp. And somewhere along that obsession, someone leaned too close. No stories were written. No bodies were buried. But in 2010, scientists discovered fossilized footprints near an ancient eruption site in Kenya, human-like, walking to a lava field and stopping. There are no prints coming back. Let's settle the big question. What happens if you actually fall into a volcano? Hollywood loves the scene, the villain dropping into lava, flailing as they sink slowly. That's not how it goes. Lava isn't water. It's 100,000 times thicker. You wouldn't sink. You'd slam into it like concrete, and you'd ignite almost instantly. One unfortunate case is that of a man who fell into a lava flow at Hawaii's Kilauea volcano in 2000. Only parts of his body were recovered. Some researchers believe that ancient humans might have used volcanoes as ritual sites, sacrifices, even burials. But if someone fell, they were gone. Entirely. No grave, no name, just ash in the wind. But the most haunting account comes from Java, Indonesia, home to Mount Merapi, one of the world's most active and dangerous volcanoes. Legends passed down for centuries speak of ancient villagers hearing the mountain call someone's name. The chosen person would walk up alone and never come back. It sounds mythical, but it lines up eerily well with oral histories around sudden phreatic explosions, silent gas buildups that explode without warning. No lava, just steam and death. Survivors say these blasts feel like the sky itself is screaming. One wrong step near the rim, and you're part of the mountain now. Here's a weird one. In 2002, a team dropped a 66-pound bag of trash into Ethiopia's Erta lava lake just to study the heat. It floated before catching fire and vaporizing in 6 seconds. Now imagine that the human body, 5 to 6 feet tall, 140 to 180 pounds, gone even faster. So, who was the first human to look into a volcano and never come out? We'll never know, but they existed. The evidence is in the footprints, the tools, the scorched layers of ash buried beneath our cities. They stood on the edge of something they couldn't name, a mountain that breathed fire, screamed gas, and swallowed anything that got too close. And they looked anyway. That ancient curiosity, that mix of awe and terror, still lives in us. Every time we hike to a crater, watch eruption footage, or stare too long at glowing red magma online, we're reenacting that same moment, the same urge to stare into the Earth's mouth. Just maybe keep your distance, because not everyone who looks into a volcano comes back